Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. The Montgomery County Environmental Services has so many programs for all of you. However, a big one that's coming up on Saturday, May 14th is called the Great American Cleanup. And here to tell us more is our friend John Woodman, who is the Community Program Specialist with Montgomery County Environmental Services. Good to have you back, John.
Good to be back. Thank you.
Yeah, and you brought some cool show and tell items, which we'll talk about. But this Great American Cleanup has really been going along for quite a time now, huh?
We've been doing this specific event for several years
Yeah.
now. I mean, the Great American Cleanup has been around as a national campaign for many years. But locally here, we try to work with different organizations and sponsor, we try to get people out there so they can help clean up and beautify the area and have a little fun with it. And
can you
things
pick a
like
certain
that.
area, or does everyone go and clean up one area?
You can pick any area you want, and we'll help you with that. And it can be a family, it can be a group, or things like that. But we do have a specific event coming up on Saturday, May 14th, and that's down in the city of Dayton. We partner with the Dayton Dragons down there, and we put on a large-scale cleanup where we want volunteers to come down. They'll come down, they'll have a good time. The Dragons will be there, the mascots, and it's family friendly. They'll feed you, and you'll go out and you'll help clean up a little bit. I've been told that it's going to be 70 degrees and sunny, so
right, we've all been
it's
waiting
going to be
for
fun.
that, right? Yeah.
And there'll be lots of prizes and things. The Dragons will give away a lot of prizes, and it'll be
So
fun.
there's a
and
specific
players
area.
will be there.
What park are
On
you
Saturday, it's actually going to be multiple areas,
Oh, okay.
the actual cleanup, but everybody's going to gather at Garden
Okay.
Station down there on 4th Street. It's a nonprofit community garden
So
down
that's
there on
kind of
4th
the
Street.
central area that
That's
you go
the
and
central
check
area.
in?
You'll go and check in about 10 o'clock. I think technically it runs from like 11 to 4. We don't expect people obviously to be there for 5 or 6 hours, but if you can come down for an hour or two, check in. You can register ahead of time on the Dragons website, or you can get through it through our website. But if you go to DaytonDragons.com, Great American Cleanup, there's plenty of information there. Again, it's a lot of fun. We're expecting over 100 people to show up.
And this is a great project for, as you said, families.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe grab a friend. A lot of times kids need service hours or projects.
It's perfect
and
for
this is
stuff like
great
that.
For something
Yeah, absolutely.
like that.
Like I said, it's a very family-friendly event. I mean, you'll be cleaning up, and it won't be too strenuous, but you'll be going out and picking up some litter. And we'll have all the safety supplies and clean up things like that.
Which is the best part. All you have to do is show up in
All
good
you gotta
working
do is
clothes,
show up,
right? Maybe some gloves.
Wear some closed-toed shoes or something like
Right.
that, and dress appropriately for the weather. You might get a little dirty or something like that, but you'll be walking around, one of the neighborhoods or the streets and just picking up litter and helping out the community. And the people, the residents there really enjoy it, and they're very appreciative. And sometimes they come out and help out too and things like that. Again, we'll feed you. The Dragons will be there to make it fun. Players and Heater, the mascot, and the green team, and there'll be prizes. And I think they have Dragons tickets and all kinds of things like that.
Wow, it's an event.
It will happen, rain or shine.
Okay.
We've done this specific event about 5 years, I'm going to say now, and I think one year it did rain quite a bit, and we went on. It does affect attendance, but we'll be there no matter what. We'll have tents and all that kind of stuff. So
Saturday, May 14th.
May 14th from like 11 to 4, I think is the hours. So you want to be down there, 11-ish or a little earlier to check in and get all your stuff.
Do you have to register in advance, or can you just show up?
You can show up there. We prefer that you register in advance, so we kind of have a general idea of how many people are coming, so we can plan for it that way with supplies and food and things like that. But if you can't get around to registering ahead of time on the Dragons website, and you want to come down, just come on down.
And John is promising great weather for that day.
I've been told it'll be great weather.
You've been told, okay.
I'm not a meteorologist. But
Now, you did mention that if somebody wanted to clean up an area but maybe couldn't do it that day,
sure,
they can still do that?
This is a large-scale one, and there are other ones that go on throughout the county over the year, too. If you want to clean up your neighborhood, your park, your school, your church, something like that, give us a call. We're happy to help you out with supplies and guidance and things like that.
So would the website be a good place to start? Or
Our
a phone
website,
number?
mcswd.org. There's a special Keep Montgomery County Beautiful cleanup tab on there, and there will be a way to submit a form online requesting materials and supplies, and somebody will be in contact with you.
And really now is a great time because
It's
as we're
spring
coming into
cleaning, the weather,
spring and all that winter stuff has been blowing around.
Absolutely.
So I know
Spring cleaning.
we all take pride in our community, and this is just another way that you can get out there and get a bag, get some of that. Sometimes it's just along the roadway. It just kind of collects. It just blows from everywhere.
Until you start looking for it. Once you start looking for it, you realize that there is litter
become
everywhere.
obsessed.
There's litter everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything, from cigarette butts to larger, fast food bags or whatever it might be. Trash blows out of trash cans. It's there, and it's
It needs to be cleaned
up. It needs to be cleaned up.
That's a good point too. Is just a reminder that sometimes if you're a smoker, people will throw their cigarette butts out or empty their ashtrays.
The phrase is cigarette butts are litter too.
Yeah.
And they end up being washed down in the storm drains. They get into the river, things like that. So we don't want that to happen. So, try to throw things away in the. We tell kids put trash where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Put it in the proper trash can or receptacle, and sometimes adults need that too.
We all need a good reminder. We love keeping Centerville beautiful, and we want to keep our whole county beautiful. So
absolutely.
Great American Cleanup, again, it's on Saturday, May 14th, but you can do one in your own community as well. Mm-hmm. And you can go to the Montgomery County website for more information about that.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about this cool stuff that you have here, because we've got some fun show and tell items. This is another program that we do with the Dragons. We've done about 5 or 6 years now. We call it Dragons RBI program, which the acronym is Recycling Bin Initiative. So it is it's a free to participate. It's a free program to participate. And it's basically a way for primarily kids to track their recycling in their home, to kind of look at what they're doing, hopefully examine their habits, get their parents recycling more, whatever it might be. And you just write down your recycling for 2 weeks, and you send the sheet in. Again, all you got to do is track it for 2 weeks, whether it's 1 bottle or 1,000,000 bottles. That's not really important. The important thing is that you go through the exercise and you turn that sheet back into the Dragons, and you're eligible to win great prizes. Wow.
We have a big family fun day at the end of the year down at the stadium. It's not a game, but it's like a carnival-like fun day down at Fifth Third Field.
Okay.
We'll show a kids movie. We're showing the Lego movie this year. Plus there'll be all kinds of free stuff and face painting and bouncy houses and play on the field and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really great time. I know we have some pictures of previous events here.
Okay, so we'll show those, but this is something, again, that you say you just write down every time you recycle something.
Yep. I brought an example of a tracking sheet with me right here, and they're available on our website, the Dragons website. You can do it online through the Dragons website, but you basically just write down how many pieces of cardboard you recycle each day or each week for 2 weeks.
Because so many things that
bottles, cans,
used to not be recyclable are now recyclable.
It is,
so
and it's just a way
really
for people.
changed.
It's just a way, an awareness way through the kids to examine what you're doing at your house, and are you throwing that pop bottle or pop can away, or are you recycling it, kind of thing. So we
Take
get them
the
to do
extra
that.
step, right,
It's
and
free.
make sure you recycle it. So what is this?
As soon as every kid that turns one in is eligible, or the first 300 kids that turn one in are eligible for an additional prize, and that prize is either one of these metallic water bottles.
Oh, we got to hold this. Look at this. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if it was.
No, it's you have to do
A
the
reusable water bottle. You can get a reusable
Okay.
water bottle just for turning your sheet in. You can get one of these cool backpacks,
Nice.
a baseball backpack,
Okay.
turn it in, or you can get one of the plastic batting helmets.
So these
They
are
all say
all
recycling
really,
bin. So you
really
get your
cool.
choice of prize when you turn it in. Everybody that turns one in, or the first 300 that turn one in, get one of those prizes. And then every family that comes to the RBI Day in August,
Okay.
to the Family Fun Day, gets one of these recycling bins to take home with them.
Nice.
And this is what we call a kitchen bin.
Okay.
Kitchen or a bathroom bin. It's basically just a little portable recycling bin, so you can put it in your bathroom or in your kitchen, and you can take it out to your bigger recycling receptacle.
Which
So-
makes it really nice.
And they're made from recycled plastic too.
Okay.
So every family that comes, there's one per family, they come down here, they get one of these bins. They're really cool, among many other things. Now I'll tell you, we also give away some larger prizes, like there's a couple of suite nights at the Dragons game that we'll give away. Some lucky kids will get to throw out a first pitch before the game or get a tour behind the scenes.
Okay.
So when you turn it in, you get one of these prizes, but you also get entered into a drawing for some of these bigger prizes.
And so the Dragons, obviously, a great sponsor with you all.
They are a great sponsor. They're very family friendly, as everyone knows. They're very
Yeah.
community oriented, and we work with them on this. And the best thing about it is it's free.
And the only way that you can win a prize is you need to take part in it and register. And again, you're going
Just
look
need
for
to
one
fill
of
out
these.
your tracking sheet and send it back into the Dayton Dragons, either online, or you can mail it in or drop it off, or however you would like to get it to them.
Yeah, and I just want to remind our residents that in Centerville, we accept unlimited recyclables. So you can fill as
Absolutely.
many
Right.
cans as your heart desires, because our goal is always to have recycling here and your waste this way.
That's
So,
everyone's goal.
Yeah.
Is to generate very little waste going to a landfill, but a lot of recycling that's going to be made into new things.
It's a great way to start a discussion at your house before you throw something away. You know, check the bottom, see if it has the recyclable.
Sure, and if you go to the
like
websites and things, there's all kinds of educational materials, either through our website or through the Dayton Dragons, hopefully some common questions like that and things like that. So we want kids and families or anybody to look at what they're doing, examine what they're doing, hopefully improve their recycling habits, because we can all, no matter how hardcore you are, you can still improve.
You can still find something else.
And this is
that
just
you
kind
can
of an
recycle.
incentive way, you know, some fun things for the kids, the Dragons, some neat prizes.
It's all, yeah, it's all good. And
Like I said, it's all, the key word is free.
free and prizes. Those are two really
Right.
good words. And when you were speaking about education, I know you've got a really great center that folks,
We do.
families,
At our,
groups
at
can
our
come
facility in
through.
Moraine there on on Sandridge Drive in Moraine, we have what we call the Environmental Learning Center. And it is a state-of-the-art sustainability. It's more than just recycling. It's energy conservation, it's water conservation, all that kind of stuff. So we call it sustainability. I think we do have a slide here coming up with pictures of it. And again, it is a very unique resource for this region. The only thing like this in the state of Ohio, and really one of only a couple of things like this in the country as a whole. So we're very, very excited about it. It's very innovative for this area. It's a regional asset. We want people to come through and see it. There's recyclable components, there's recycled materials in the building construction, there's interactive, there's displays, there's observation corridor over the waste, there's a viewing corridor over the waste operation.
So you can actually see.
You can see the trash and what's in the
coming through,
trash. And
yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's the highlight of everybody's.
I'll bet.
But there's games, there's touchscreen games and interactives and things like that, all in these different, you know.
Now, is it open to the public, or do you need to be a group, or how can
It
you
is
go
free.
see it?
You know, it's free to come through and do a tour. We are not open to the public like a museum or something. It's by appointment.
Okay.
So you want to call ahead and we'll accommodate your schedule after hours or weekends if necessary. We get a lot of schools, a lot of scout troops, church groups, even adult like networking organizations and professional organizations will come through. If you're involved with something like that and you'd like to maybe have your monthly staff meeting or something out there, we'll have people do that. We do have meeting space. We do have kitchen space available.
Nice.
So if you want to have a lunch or something like that, and then you can go through the learning center. And it's good for it's ages 0 to 90, you know, or whatever.
And a good takeaway that you can learn something more about recycling or how to maybe
we hope
improve
so.
things at
We
your
hope so.
house.
And again, it even goes beyond recycling. So it's hard to describe without seeing it, but it's very impressive. You know, we've gotten a lot of national publicity on this and some awards and things like that we're proud of, but we want people to utilize this resource. So
It's there, come by, make sure that you make an appointment in advance,
Yeah,
right?
call ahead. You can just call our general number or you know, reach any of it. Myself or any of my colleagues, we'll make an appointment and we'll get you through it. And I guarantee you will be impressed.
I believe you, John. Now, tell us too, because we talked about it's cleanup time. People may have items that they just don't know what to do with. One thing in particular, like televisions. You cannot get rid of an old television set anymore.
Well, you can, but you just got to know where to go.
That's
I'm going
right.
to tell you where to go.
Yeah, it's set up there, yes.
We also at the Increte location there at our South Transfer Station in Moraine, we have many different community recycling programs. One of them is household electronics. Any kind of electronic, whether it's a television, computer, VCR, you know, small appliances, anything with a cord, we pretty much say runs on a battery. We'll take it there free of charge for recycling, including televisions, because we do get a lot of televisions there. Whether they're the old CRT, big monsters, or even we get some newer flat screens too that are broken or defective or whatever happens. But all that stuff, Monday through Saturday, we're open 6 days a week. Anytime that we're open, you can come by and drop those off free of charge. And that goes for things like motor oil.
Like those hazardous materials that you really can't find another place.
Those we do 2 days a week.
Right.
But everything else, cardboard and the bottles and the cans and the electronics, yard waste, anything like that are all free recycling programs there. You bring them to us 6 days a week. Now, 2 days a week, we have what we call the Household Hazardous Waste Program, which we do restrict that to only Tuesdays and Saturdays because we have trained professionals on there to handle. And that's any of those chemicals you have under the sink, in the garage, in the basement, your paints, your yard chemicals, your solvents, your cleaners, fluorescent light bulbs, any kind of battery, you know,
various things
almost
like
anything,
that.
almost anything they'll take.
It's a good place to go for more information, mcswd.org. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.